Yo, what's up everybody, it's Peace. Welcome to another video. Just showing you the follow-up video to the deck profile, which is the combo for the Megalith Therion Springans deck. So basically Megalith Anastasis plus a discard and a monster that has levels is going to be able to get you into the full combo. I didn't actually play hand traps or anything, so I could have used hand traps as the discard fodder, but I literally didn't play any except in the side deck. So we're just going to get into it. You're going to actually start off with your Megalith Anastasis, and I just chose 2 level 8 bricks that don't really do anything by themselves, so we're just going to discard one of them to search with the Megalith Anastasis. So you're going to want your Ophiel to get you access to your, what's it called? Your Fool and your Aeratron. So from here, you can activate Aeratron to ritual summon. That's going to send away your Empress to summon out your Ophiel. You can go Chainlink 1 Anastasis to draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Chainlink 2 Ophiel to search any monster. So you can go ahead and search your Megalith Fool, and then you draw 2 cards and discard a card. That doesn't really matter when it comes to this. Next up, you can go ahead and activate your Megalith Ophiel to ritual summon. This will ritual out your Megalith Fool. On summon, you can go ahead and target your Ophiel to change the Fool to a level 4, and then add this back to your hand. Then you can activate Megalith Fool to ritual summon from your hand or deck by attributing monsters from your hand or field. So you can tribute the Ophiel that you just added back to summon any level 4 from your deck. You can go ahead and summon out Haggith. Haggith effect can go ahead and trigger to add you one of your spells or traps. Megalith Portal is a decent spell that you can end on, but I really like Megalith Unformed because it lets you play further, and I'll show you that with the following combo. So you're gonna overlay these 2 for your Springans Merrymaker, since they're both level 4. On summon, it's going to be able to dump one of your level 4 Springans targets. You can dump Brothers. Technically, since we opened up with the Bronga, you can activate Brothers effect to special summon the Bronga, but we don't really need that advantage, and we're going to just pretend that it was just a different brick that we needed to discard. Excuse me. Now you can use Brothers to attach it from your graveyard to the Springans Merrymaker. Then you can go ahead and overlay on top of that your Gigantic Champion Sargus with 4 materials, which is crazy. From here, you can go ahead and activate its effect to search for a Therion or Springans card. You can actually search Tally-Ho Springans. If you already have access to Tally-Ho Springans in your opening hand, you can search a Therion monster. I like to search Regulus because it gets you an instant negation. But if you have a way to get out one of the other monsters, or if you dumped another monster like the Elysia, here you could actually get the Lilyboria, use that to attach the Empress, send that to search for the field spell, activate the Therion field spell, add Regulus to attach the Empress, discard a card from your hand to special the Empress, and you have 2 level 8 bodies plus Regulus plus the field spell. So you can see why, like, what the idea was of me adding those cards, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. From here, we're going to actually activate Tally-Ho Springans. Now, this card is not super played, so I'll explain it. When you activate this card, you can also detach up to 3 materials from monsters you control as cost. So cost, we're going to detach the Springans Brothers. You play 3 Fools, so you're going to detach the Haggith, and then the Springans Merrymaker. Add 1 Springans monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you detached any material at activation, you can special summon that many Springans monsters from your hand or graveyard. So, we're going to add, from our deck to our hand, a copy of Springans Rocky. And then, from our graveyard and hand, we're going to special summon Springans Rocky, Springans Merrymaker, and Springans Brothers. Now, that was literally Soul Charge. You can't get better than this, which is crazy. You just have to play a few bricks, but with those bricks, you get to make so much, which is so crazy. Let me overlay these two now for something that'll get us back into our Megalith engine. You can go for Gallant Granite. Gallant Granite searches any rock monster in the game. So you detach a material. What we're going to want in this instance is a level 8. So we're just going to grab a Bethor here so that we can get back into our engine with Megalith unformed. Now, to protect the rest of your plays, you can actually overlay these two monsters for your Utopic Future, and then you can slap your Draco Future on top. So now you have a hard negate, and it's a take as well if it was a monster that activated on the field. What's really cool about that is being next to Gigantic Champion Sargus. If a card is detached from an XYZ monster, you get to bounce a card on the field to the hand. So that's really, really powerful. Now you can go ahead and activate Megalith Unformed. Tribute your Bethor to summon any level 4 Megalith from your deck. I think the best instance would be the Megalith Fulak. On summon, you get to add from your graveyard to your hand. So you can go ahead and add back something that you can use for later. Aerotron's usually really useful. And then it has a quick effect that can ritual summon from graveyard. So what you can do is actually activate the quick effect during your opponent's turn to ritual summon using the Aerotron and the Fulak to summon out Megalith Bethor. And then on summon, you can even chain block this with Megalith Anastasis by tributing one of your opponent's cards or drawing 2 cards and discarding a card. But you get to target 4 cards your opponent controls and destroy them with Bethor's effect. So that's 1 disruption, technically 2 disruptions with the Megalith Anastasis. Your 3rd disruption is in the form of your Draco Future detaching to negate a monster effect. And your 4th disruption is the Gigantic Champion Sargus. On resolution, will get to go ahead and bounce a card on the field to the hand. So that was the Megalith Springans Therion combo. Like I mentioned before, you could have easily gone with the Lilyboria. Let me actually show you that while I'm here. So the Lilyboria can attach your Empress. Then you send this with Lilyboria's effect to get the Discalcium. Discalcium gets you Therion King Regulus. Then you can go ahead and attach to summon out your Regulus. And remember that the Bethor wouldn't be on field yet. You could discard a card to special summon your Empress, and then overlay these two for another disruption, like a Hope Harbinger, for example, to redirect attacks, and then do the Bethor shenanigans right after that. So yeah, pretty robust deck if it draws well, but that's the key caveat. But I tried it so that you guys don't have to. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and subscribe for more crazy, wacky content, and keep an eye out for some more Genesis videos. I'm going to try and cook some more. So bye-bye.